Borderline Radio, just the words. You are listening to the podcast version. Music has been removed for copyright reasons, so to hear the whole show, please visit mixcloud.com/borderline radio.
Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Borderline Radio, coming at you live from mixcloud.com/Borderline Radio. As every single week, I'm your host, Draz. With me this week in the studio is Matt and Rich. Say hello, gentlemen.
Alright, shitlords.
How's it going?
Right.
How's it going? I just realised I said coming at you live, but it's not live. It's all like hella pre-recorded.
Imagine.
I've ruined it. I'm terribly sorry. I've lied to you all. I can't say. I'll leave. I'm not going to leave. That's Spike's job.
Bye then.
So how's it going? Everyone alright?
Yeah, very good.
Had a good week?
Yeah, good week.
You had a good week?
Yeah, not bad.
Cool.
It's been sunny and stuff.
Yeah,
You can't complain.
Less sunny today. But, you know,
it's all right
it's sunny
now.
now, but it was
It's
raining
all right.
earlier, which
Yeah.
sucked. But it's fine, because Rich gave us a lift in his car. That was nice.
That was very nice.
Wow.
Picked us up in the shuttle.
You know,
It was good.
You got to do your good deeds, haven't you?
You do have to do your good deeds for charity cases such as myself and Matt.
That's true.
That's
Yes,
good. Right.
true.
Yeah.
So what's everyone been up to this week?
I watched the last episode of Top Gear as we know it in its current format. Well, it wasn't really in its current format though. It was a bit odd and very
Did they
dramatic.
mention the lack of Clarkson at all?
No, they put a great big paper mache elephant in the room. so
I like
they
that.
didn't talk about it.
That's fantastic.
See what they did there?
That's very clever.
Yeah.
They should be on TV with humour like that.
Yeah.
They should be.
Yeah.
Or Netflix, maybe.
I've heard it's maybe Netflix.
Maybe
Could
Netflix.
be. But yeah, but the really weird thing was, right at the end of it, they played the credits, but there was no music with the credits. It was as if someone had died.
Oh, like one of those really heavy emotional episodes of Game of Thrones when it's just silent.
Just silence.
Yeah.
Wow.
Essentially.
But
But
people who watched it on the actual television got a little bit upset.
Wait, there are people who still do that?
There's people who still do that.
Okay.
Because it went all silent, there's a big somber ending, and then the BBC announcer pipes up.
Coming up next on BBC
Coming
One.
up next, EastEnders is on or something, and it just
Ruined
ruined
the
it.
mood.
Ruined it all.
Ruined it.
Ruined
they
it.
ruined it.
BBC One, moment killer.
Yeah.
Whichever BBC is on, I don't know.
I tell you what it reminded me of. Do you remember the last episode of Blackadder 4?
Yes.
You know, where they all jump over, and again, there's no music, it's just gunfire, and
Just
they all die.
silence, yeah.
In fact, that would have been a better way to end it. If
Spoilers, dude.
Yeah, but Blackadder.
Have you not seen Blackadder?
No, I'm kidding.
That's old. It didn't even exist in 16:9.
Oh, God. Wow, that was...
that was nerdy.
So what have you done this week, Matt?
Games and stuff.
Games and stuff?
Games and
Very
stuff.
productive. Well done.
I've been sort of like hanging out in my living room in my pants because it's been quite hot.
Give me some of that.
So that-
There you go,
boom.
fist bump. There you go. On the radio, because that's always worth doing.
Yeah, on the radio.
So you've been in your pants playing video games?
Yes.
Good job. Well, we'll get to the video game stuff in a bit.
Well, of which we have plenty.
And we'll do.
As usual.
And we'll talk about, like, nerdy stuff as well, because we do
Oh,
that too.
And because it'd be rude not to, what have you been doing?
Thank you very much. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Useful.
I ordered some new jeans, and they
Yeah.
arrived, and they're quite nice.
Oh,
Well, I tell you what a story, eh?
I know,
What
right?
a story. I'll tell you
It
what.
doesn't need more dragons or explosions. That's just right.
Just right.
But no,
just
I ordered some
perfect.
jeans. I ordered a screwdriver. Fascinating stuff. That's the one you told me to buy, and it's
Yeah.
wrong, actually, so you're fired.
Really?
Yeah.
I could have double checked.
Well, I didn't. I thought I took your advice for it. Here I am going, here, Matt, what do you think I need to do about this problem? And you give me a solution, and I go with it. I thought that you were reliable, but no, apparently
No.
not. You've
Error
wrecked-
then.
You've wrecked it.
Cool stories,
it.
everyone. Cool stories. Screwdrivers and jeans.
Cool.
And the last
Welcome to
episode of Top Gear.
welcome to Borderline Radio.
Rich,
What?
what's the weather like, bro?
Didn't we already cover this?
Didn't we?
Yeah, you said it would be lovely, but it was raining,
Well,
and that's why I gave you a lift. So, as usual, you've managed to ruin the weather. Well done.
I'll just leave, shall I?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll wash your way. Should we play a couple of songs you don't
Let's
like?
have a song, yeah. go on.
Okie dokie.
Let's play some reggae because you don't like reggae.
I've wrecked it.
Yeah.
No, I don't like reggae.
Yeah, shame
That's
on
all
you.
right.
Not a fan.
You're allowed.
Bit racist.
Is it? Is that cool? How's it racist? It's reggae-ist.
Because it's of a what do we call it? Societal type. So it's a bit racist
Is it?
because you don't like it. Yeah.
I like the societal type, I just don't like that particular genre of music.
Yeah, you're just backtracking.
You're
now.
trying to get me in trouble. You're
Yes,
going to get me
I
in
am.
trouble.
Political correctness
I
gone
did
mad.
nothing.
Okay, I'll shut up and play a song.
Right, so jeans and stuff, brilliant.
Good stuff.
No.
Nope.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Nope. Not
Nope.
at all. Nope.
Nope.
Maybe no. It's a great song. You have no taste in music,
No,
Draz.
none.
None.
Games, movies, TV, and stuff.
So this is a bit where we talk about nerdy bollocks.
This is exactly that part now.
This is that
Part.
bit.
So I had a great time
Okay.
during that song.
Yeah.
He says sarcastically.
All right, shut up. Let's talk about the nerdy shit.
Cool.
Let's get in with it.
Nerdy
Let's-
stuff.
let's
Right,
get
you ready
right
for
in.
the nerdy
Nerdy stuff.
Okay, right. So Disney, purveyors of
Those
theme
guys,
parks
yeah.
and, you know, cartoons and
Cartoons
other
and
such
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have banned selfie sticks in their theme parks.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, selfie sticks
I'm
are bloody
glad.
stupid anyway.
And the reason is, I'm assuming, potential injury?
I'd like to think that it's either potential injury or that
It's
people look so
stupid.
bloody stupid using them, they've just decided to step in and help us all out.
Well,
like,
you
as a
can only
species.
A
imagine
little bit
people
from
on...
Pal A, a little bit from Pal B, I think. Yeah.
People on like fairground rides holding up selfie sticks. It's just going to get a bit mad, isn't it?
Yeah, no, apparently the gadget poses a safety risk on rides as its long arm can extend far outside the carriages and could come into contact with a ride's mechanism. That is the official reason.
People got those
for it.
hands and stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, well, it's like they don't want to have to re-record all the messages that says, please keep your arms, hands, and selfie sticks inside the ride at all times.
It's
That's
true.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
no,
ban
not
selfie
only that, you
sticks.
can just imagine like hundreds of videos floating around YouTube of people holding up their selfie sticks on a ride and then
Just to
just
get
like
it
going
whipped out the way.
horrifically wrong, and then
Arms
it's just
still
bad and
attached
just,
to the selfie stick. Just
That's
that'd be
great. That would give us a new feature for the show, wouldn't it?
Yes.
selfie stick
This week is
accidents.
selfie stick
Although,
accidents.
to be honest, what with the amount of stuff going horribly wrong at Alton Towers recently, for those listeners who don't know, that's a theme park here in the UK.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we want to be making this any worse. I mean, didn't some lass lose a leg on the Smiler? Like,
That was the one.
that was
Possibly,
brutal.
yeah.
That
In
was
fact,
the one.
just yesterday, the whole group of people got stuck on the monorail.
I heard about that.
Monorail.
Monorail.
I've been on the Smiler. Came out of it with all my limbs attached, so that's lucky.
That's
but,
a bonus.
That story was really scary because I've been on that roller coaster
I
like
like
3
the
times.
teacups ride.
Nobody loses limbs on that. So
Well, I don't know. There's that video. Some lads were getting a bit enthusiastic on it, and they did manage to derail a teacup.
good job.
Go and check that on YouTube.
Dedication
folks.
is what that was. Right. So have you heard about this? You know, there's the new Terminator Genesis movie coming out semi soon.
Yes,
Yeah.
which I'm in 50-50
I'm
about.
actually going to watch it with
I'm
an
gonna
open
watch
mind.
it,
I'm
yeah.
looking forward to it, to
Yeah.
be honest.
I'm a bit 50-50, but I'm still going to watch it.
Well,
I'm going to try and
Terminator 3
enjoy
was
it.
the weakest one so far, and that was actually not that bad.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It
I
wasn't
mean, it
that
had
bad.
to
It
come
wasn't
after
great, but it
two
wasn't that
amazing
bad.
films, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And the fourth one was really good. I'm one of those people. I loved Terminator.
I
Salvation.
enjoyed it. The only thing that really worries me about this new Terminator movie is Jai Courtney,
Yeah,
because name me a film he's been good in.
exactly. But it's got what's her face from The Thing with the stuff.
Emilia Clarke.
That's the one.
That's the one. The good-looking
Khaleesi,
one.
Queen of
Khaleesi,
Mother of Dragons.
Mother of Dragons.
She plays Sarah Connor in this, doesn't she?
She does.
Nice. And did you hear that she's apparently just been all over the media and stuff talking about wanting to have threesomes with everybody? She wanted to have a threesome with Chris Pratt and his wife. I can never remember her name.
Anna Faris.
Faris. She's
That's the
hilarious. And I believe there was one about Channing Tatum and his missus. She apparently, Khaleesi, Mother of Dragons, really wants a three-way.
I'll be honest, if I was Chris Pratt, I'd take her up on that.
I'd take her up on it. If I was Anna Faris, I'd take her up on it. This isn't any woman we're talking about. This is Khaleesi, Mother of Dragons.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Out of 10, I would.
Yeah, but no. Anyway, so Terminator, right?
Yeah.
The Terminator TV series is coming back. Well, I don't know if it's the same one, the Sarah Connor Chronicles,
I
or
hope
it's
not,
just
'cause
another series.
I didn't enjoy that.
It would have been better had it actually, gone
Not been
anywhere.
shit.
Well, it could have been not shit, and then they decided to go the shit route with it instead, and nobody's entirely sure
I couldn't
why.
get past the pilot. I couldn't get past
I
the
really
pilot
enjoyed the
at
whole
all.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, but no, anyway, they're making another Terminator TV show, and hopefully it'll be good.
We'll see. We will see
Due
if
to
it's
Matt's
any good.
complete and utter
Reserve our
lack of
judgments.
enthusiasm about that story, we're going to move on.
We'll see.
I was hoping that you'd be into this, you fellow sci-fi nerd. and you were
Well,
like, "Nah."
I'm into the movie, but we'll see about the TV show.
Right, hang on a
We'll
sec.
Been
see.
burned before.
We'll see. We've
You're
been burned.
temporarily fired. Rich, are you
What?
excited about the new Terminator TV show?
Well, no, actually, I'm with Matt on this one.
You're both fired, get out.
We got to wait until it descends upon us, and then we shall give our judgment at that time.
It's still geeky, nerdy news.
Concept
so,
of hype
you
is
know,
totally lost on the both of you. That's fine. It's fine.
hype can be a bad thing.
Hype can be a bad
Yeah.
thing. It's true. Speaking of hype being a bad thing,
Yeah.
you know Arkham Knight. Obviously, last week's show was entitled Arkham Knight on PC as a
We
train
ragged on
wreck
it a little
because
bit.
it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers have actually admitted that it's going to take them a long time to fix it. Surprising exactly no one who doesn't work for
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, apparently.
Surprising no one ever.
Yeah, but the really messed up thing is there was a thing on Reddit that apparently one of the internal QA testers at Warner Brothers was saying that Warner Brothers knew that the PC's version was in a state for weeks and put it out anyway. Obviously, the guy's been anonymous because he wants to hang on to his job, so it's all
Yeah.
hearsay at the moment, but apparently they knew it was a train wreck and thought, sod it, we'll get away with it, and Steam refunds are out now, and we're like, no, you're not going to get away
No,
with it.
you're not going to get away with it.
So their plan to just throw out a shoddy PC port and have done with it has totally backfired,
But
and
they're
being
saying
called on it now.
Yeah,
fixing
shame on you, Warner.
it's going to take a long time.
Well, then why was it released in that state in the first place?
People are happy to wait for a decent product.
Yeah.
You look at GTA 5.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How long did PC gamers
An
wait for that?
extra year, I think.
Year and a
Extra
half.
extra 2 years.
Yeah.
Extra
Yeah.
2 years, give or take.
Yeah.
And
for
it's
it.
still sold millions and
million,
millions.
all of the
Yeah.
copies.
Yeah,
ever.
all of the copies. People
Just-
bought multiple
Yeah,
copies. and
just wait. And if it's not ready, push your release date back, finish it properly, and then put it out. And people will be more grateful that they've had to wait than they've had to buy a shitty product.
Take
it's
some-
that simple.
take some pride in your work.
Thank
Yes.
you. Little bit of pride in what you do. I mean,
Yeah.
video games, they're meant to be a creative industry as well as a technological one. You know, all the people who are sat there hardcore maths and sciencing this stuff for the engine, that's totally fine. But the creative people who are actually designing the game, come on, you're the ones doing them a misservice.
Yeah, pull your socks up, yeah? Pull your socks up.
Those
And
socks are way low.
Talking in
hella
other
low.
technology stuff,
Yes.
have you heard this one?
I don't know. Tell me, and I'll tell you.
The United States have challenged Japan to a duel between giant robots.
I did hear this.
Oh,
They
is this
basically straight up offered them out BattleTech style.
Is it going to be presented by Jeremy Clarkson in his tassely leather jacket?
Oh,
Be
I hope so.
AKA Robot Wars.
and
I
they
hope
need
that's
to
his own
get,
job.
and they,
1996.
but they also need to get Craig Charles and Robert Llewellyn in.
No, all of them.
Oh, and
What's her name?
Pippa, what's the face?
Pippa.
Forrester.
That's the one.
Philip
Yeah,
Forrester.
Philip Forrester.
Philip
Philip
Forrester.
Forrester,
And
yeah.
Henry Rollins, because he did the American Scrap Heap Challenge. All of those people should get together.
All of those things.
Combine to form Ultra Presenter, and then present that TV show.
Powers of presenter combined.
Yeah, they call it Presenter Zord.
But
Yeah.
who's your money on?
Well, I think my money's on America. I mean, I will say that Japan are clearly the leaders
Yeah.
in technology and robotics and stuff
Oh, without
worldwide.
doubt,
I mean,
yeah.
I've seen enough, sci-fi and movies and TV and
Pacific
video
Rim
games
and
to know
stuff
that
and-
Japan's got that down. But America, they're pretty good in a fight.
They are.
They like to throw a couple of punches around, metaphorically. And if their punch this time is powered by a giant robot death machine, then I think they've got a fair chance.
I mean, look at this thing. What
It
is
is.
it? It's insane.
It's like a giant green cockpit with arms and legs on it with guns attached. It's
it's
amazing.
like Ed 209 took
It
a
does
whole
look
bunch of steroids
and some camo.
yeah, and it's gone orange and camo-y and stuff.
It's like Ed 209 crossed with Blanca from Street Fighter 2. That's exactly what it looks like. It just needs a little crop of orange hair on the top.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I'm all over this.
I'm all over that.
I mean, this needs to be like a big annual event. This thing every year, bigger than the Olympics, bigger than the football thing.
Apparently, basically, it was Megabots Incorporated from America and Sudabashi Heavy Industries from Japan.
Both
And
of
the two
those,
companies are going to throw down.
Both of those companies sound so cool.
They sound like they make killer death robots,
yeah,
really.
I'm down with that.
Very down
with that.
So, we got a little bit excited about that one. But moving on, have you heard? You know, Ye Olde Evil Dead with
yeah.
the man, the legend, the myth that
Bruce
is
Campbell.
Bruce Campbell,
Yeah.
of course. They're making a new one.
Oh,
It's
awesome.
a TV show.
Ash versus the Evil Dead TV show.
Yeah, then Sam Raimi is doing stuff for it as well.
Yep.
Excellent.
And basically, it looks like Bruce Campbell is actually back in it, reprising the role of Ash.
Yes.
It's actually him, straight
Wait,
up.
can't be anyone else, really. Can
No, it can't be. Bruce Campbell is the character of Ash.
yeah.
It's not. You can't have a different actor play that one. I don't think.
That is Bruce Campbell's defining role in
It would
his
be like
entire
trying
career.
to get someone other than Bill Murray to play Peter Venkman from the Ghostbusters. It just the two are one and the same. You cannot have one
Doesn't
without the
work.
other.
Doesn't work. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in fact, we'll get to that now because I mean, there's a screenshot of like a promo shot of this new Evil Dead thing, but that's literally all we know at the moment. It's going to be out. It's going to be great. It's going to have Bruce Campbell in it. It's Evil Dead.
It's just going to rock.
What more do you
Chainsaws
need to
is
know?
like- You need to know.
Oh yeah,
about
the
it.
chainsaw's there in fine
Yeah.
form. That's in the
Yeah.
picture.
Funny
But
name.
Paul Fig, the guy who's directing, is he
Fig.
directing? He's directing
He's
Ghostbusters 3. isn't he?
directing and writing. I don't know.
The guy behind the Ghostbusters 3, he's tweeted a picture of the new Proton packs.
Which we all got. We were like, oh, new, exciting.
Yeah.
Let's have. Oh,
They're a little bit understated. I gotta be honest, it looks like something out of Fallout, like post-apocalyptic scavenged gear.
it looks like a colander with a toolbox underneath it.
I mean, I remember, I don't know about you guys, I remember being a kid watching Ghostbusters and be like, oh my god, this is so cool. I would like run around in the back garden with my friends going, oh, I got you, playing Ghostbusters like you do when
Yeah.
you're a kid.
Yeah.
And
Yep,
because
yep.
Proton
They've
packs
got
were the
streams.
coolest bloody
Yeah.
thing. And this just looks like they picked it out of a bin.
It does.
We should make this the show picture so we can show people just how unpleasant they look.
It's not necessarily unpleasant or anything. It's
Understated.
just understated
Yeah.
and boring.
It is boring, you're right, it's dull, it's got no...
It's a proton.
to quote Metalocalypse, it's got no zazz.
It's got no zazz.
It's got no zazz.
It needs to be something that kids want and cosplayers want to make. This is
Yeah.
just dull,
Oh,
just
one quick little
boring
thing.
and stuff.
Speaking of cosplay, you've just reminded me of this. You know, we were talking the other week about the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy edition with the special edition that comes strapped to your wrist that are
yes.
sold out basically
yes.
everywhere. Friday coming up, but probably the day, wonderful listeners, you are listening to this show. There's actually more in stock in game.co.uk or the game shops here in the UK. Apparently from 9 a.m. Friday morning, you will actually be able to get these things again, like pre-order them and stuff. So,
Borderline Radio, sponsored by Game.co.uk.
well, no, it's more the fact that I really
thought
want the Pip-Boy edition of Fallout 4, and I know I'm not alone in that, and they've sold out, and now tomorrow you'll be able to buy some. So I thought I'd tell people.
Go and get them because
Just do it later so I can get mine first, and then go. Do it after work.
Yeah, you got a problem getting up early, haven't you, Dress?
I'm just going to stay up.
Can you pre-order? Are you just
Just
gonna
going to stay up.
just stay outside, banging on the doors at 8 o'clock? Going,
No.
Give me my Pip-Boys, baby.
No, it's on the
Clawing
website.
at the doors
They're
of
on the
game.
website,
Gimme,
man.
gimme,
I'm
gimme,
not
gimme.
going outside. Hell no. There's people out there.
It's lovely out there though.
Well, I mean, it's now it's stopped raining. Anyway,
Yeah.
That was all the nerdy bollocks.
Yeah,
I had a
it
great
was.
time with that. I really enjoyed it.
We'll talk about some games and stuff later as well.
We probably
some proper
will.
stuff because you've got some
One
stuff,
game
yeah.
especially.
One game especially.
Just gonna
You're
hose
just
about.
gonna gush all over the
Hashtag
place.
Senna.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
All over the place. Is it that time?
I think it might
What
be.
time?
Go on. Give us a fact.
Oh,
Matt's fact of the week.
The bed cut out really nicely there.
that was
Actually,
me.
That was
really well.
intentional.
Yeah, but it was really well
Supposed to-
timed as well at where you cut it out.
It
Well done.
happened to be the right point on the song. But anyway, yes.
Good job. Take the
Give
credit.
some facts, Matt.
From Dusk Till Dawn, Planet Terror, Death
Yeah.
Proof, and Kill Bill
Yeah.
all exist in the same universe.
Oh, the Grindhouse movies.
They
Cool.
do.
The
From
Tarantino
Dusk,
universe.
From Dusk Till
Yeah.
Dawn actually happens last chronologically.
Nice, nice. Well, I mean, having seen the two Dust to Dawn other movies,
Extra
like
things.
I mean, they're prequels, both of them. They definitely happened before. But wait, how does Planet Terror happen after? I'm not going to ask. You. If we
just-
start pulling at the thread, the whole sweater's going to come.
It's
unravel.
best not to think about it.
Yeah.
That's
It's
cool
just,
though.
just
They're all
a
in the same
thing.
universe.
It's like Kevin Smith's movies, the Viewer's universe. They're all in the same universe.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
They're
I
all
didn't
they're
know
all
that.
they're all joined together. If you watch it, there's a point at the start of Morats where they're talking about the girl that was swimming laps and had the embolism and died. In Clerks,
Yeah.
there's a point halfway through the movie where they're talking about her and they go off to her funeral. So it's all an intertwined, mind-blowing little universe.
Do you know what else? Do you know what other movies all happen in the same universe?
No?
Star Wars. Yeah.
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 Matt's fact of the week.
Thank you.
Harrison Ford, Sean Connery, right, in
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade,
Uh-huh.
filmed the scene in the Zeppelin without trousers on.
What, just for a giggle? Or?
Just because it was far too hot
Oh, no, it's
on the
okay.
set, so they just did it without trousers.
sit, we can do,
because-
sit here and do this in our pants.
Well,
Is that where we got the idea from? I was wondering why we were sat around.
Well, we
like
sat
this.
without pants on, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was just Rich's house rules, but
Well, it is partly his house rules, but it also helps that it is kind of warm. in
it is
here
kind of
today.
warm. It's
You know,
moist.
It's moist.
It's moist.
They've got the window open a little bit,
A
but
little bit, not too much. We don't want too
Fence
much.
chafing. It does.
Jesus.
That was
I mean, that's
amazing.
fun.
That was amazing.
If you wanted a reason.
Totally derailed me. Disrailed me. I'm going to go disrailed.
So
Yeah,
we
why
were
not?
also
Make your
talking.
words.
We're
Yeah.
also going to come back to games a little bit.
Are we?
Because we didn't touch on it an awful lot. You wanted to gush.
I want to gush about Terraria.
Please do.
Okay, cool. Terraria,
Please,
Yeah.
please.
Great game.
for those who don't know, it is a game. Well spotted.
Yes, it's a
Well
great game.
spotted. It's excuse me. I've got a frog in
If
the
you've
throat.
not seen it before, it does suffer from
What?
this is 2D Minecraft.
Exactly. At first glance, you can absolutely be forgiven for looking at it and going, "Oh, it's just 2D Minecraft," but you'd be wrong.
You're
You'd
very
be very,
wrong.
very wrong.
You're
What
very
the game
wrong indeed.
actually is, it's a 2D side-scrolling platformer Metroidvania style RPG
Basically.
with crafting and sandbox elements
Doesn't
to
when,
it.
when they
But
use those
that's-
words like Metroidvania and stuff, doesn't that just mean you're going to die a lot?
No.
okay.
What Metroidvania is, it's the two types, the two game series, Castlevania
Yeah.
and the Metroid games.
Yeah.
The older one had very
Yeah.
distinctive like layouts, the way
Yeah.
the game was done.
Yeah.
You would move through individual rooms at a time, clearing
Yeah.
them and moving on to the next one, and it was all the rooms were connected in a way that was much like a maze.
Yeah.
And you would sort of progress your way through, and you instead of going, oh, you need to be level 17 to go through this door,
Yeah.
like a lot of RPGs do, sort of numerical locking stuff off. This one would do it with like a little feature where, there would be like a blue crystal in front of the door, and you can't get through the crystal to open the door until later on in the game you go, oh wow, here's a piece of equipment that lets me smash blue crystals. Now all of these doors that have had blue crystals locking them I can now go through, and that's how your progression works. And it's a really cool twist. It's better than just straight numbers, I think.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
exactly, the game is it's absolutely amazing. It looks like a Super Nintendo game, very bright and colourful, beautiful pixel art style
It's a
to it.
fantastic
Yeah.
looking game. Fantastic.
Randomly generated world, much like Minecraft, and you can dig blocks up and place them down in different orders to make like a house and structures, much like Minecraft. But it's got a lot more game to it. There's like 14 different bosses. I mean, these bosses are huge, like two or three thirds of a
Yeah. A screen.
the screen. Sorry,
Yeah.
thank you. That's the word.
Well,
I'm looking for.
Minecraft very much chucks you in this world, and you make your own game.
Yes, yeah, you make your own fun in Minecraft. Whereas
Yeah.
Terraria, you can still do that.
You can still
but
go
it
out and
very
do that.
much has these things laid out for you. It's not linear progression, but it's like, for example, there is a great big castle-looking thing. That's actually the dungeon. You go into it, and there's a dude stood at the front door called the Old Man, and you have to speak to him at night. And it turns out that he's cursed. He turns into a great big Skeletron guardian, disembodied
yeah.
head and arms, as you
Yeah.
do. And you defeat him, and then you can go into the dungeon. You can technically get into the dungeon before, but until you've defeated the Old Man and the boss, you'll be instantly killed by the dungeon guardian. So, it kind of opens up the progression. And once you've killed this boss, then this next area is opened up and all the fancy loot and swag that comes with it. And it trundles along like that very nicely. It just got patched like 2 days ago. with the giant 1.3 patch, which has literally over doubled the amount of stuff in that game. Like, there is literally twice as much in there to do now. And it's the second time they've done that.
This is not paid for DLC
no,
or
totally
anything.
free.
This is totally free.
Just a patch, yeah. They call it the 1.3 patch. Honestly, it's just an expansion, but it's totally
So
free.
they've thrown their product out there. You can get it, and they're just going to keep supporting it.
Yep, this is the second or third time they've done this. The 1.1 patch a bunch of years ago that put like half as much content into the game again. And then they did the 1.2 patch, which doubled it, and the 1.3 patch last day, which has doubled it again. Over the last 3 years, this game is like triple the size it was.
It keeps selling. It just keeps
it does,
selling
yeah.
this game. I mean, I picked it up for, I think it was like 70, 80p on a Steam sale. And
I bet you feel you've ripped the developers right off, don't you?
I feel like I've ripped them off. I feel like I should buy it like another 10, 15 times to get my money's worth.
I bought it day of release for about £8, and since then I've bought about 9 or 10 copies and given them to people and stuff, because it's one of those games where it's so cheap and I've had so much fun out of it. I'm like, these guys deserve more money.
Absolutely.
It's brilliant. It's a really, really good game.
Ridiculously cheap. If you buy it for £8, you're gonna get your money's worth.
And it's
if you
single
buy
player
it
or
for 70p,
multiplayer. You can host a server and have all your mates on and stuff. There is a lot of fun to be had in that game, and honestly, it's dirt cheap. Give it a look. You will, thank you.
Look at it.
Afterwards.
It's not a Minecraft.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's something completely different.
So if you're into 2D side scrollers or games to play with your mates, check out Terraria. Just updated on Steam. It costs money and will be fun to play.
Whatever it costs, it's worth it.
It is worth it.
Can you pay for Steam games in Bitcoin yet?
No.
No. But you guys heard about the Fallout 4 pre-order, right? The guy sent like £2,000 in weight bottle caps, and Bethesda actually accepted it. Only the once, because he was the first one to do it. They don't want to set a precedent. But the guy's
otherwise you're going to get inundated with it.
The guy's been saving up the caps of any bottle he's been drinking since Fallout 3 came out like 8 years ago. And sent them all off, via like recorded delivery
to Bethesda. Is there a
Bethesda.
reason why bottle caps?
Bottle caps are the currency used in game.
Okay.
Oh,
that's
right.
it. Yeah,
Right.
used
I haven't
in
played
game.
it. I haven't played Fallout. Sorry.
But no, so the guy sent them it was like 2,500 bottle caps in cardboard boxes packaged up with a little note going, here's my Steam account, here's my email address, can I please have the game? And they've gone, do you know what? We like your Moxie kid. Yeah, you can have a collector's edition copy. And they've sent it to him. It's great.
Got a similar story based on that.
Go on, him.
Do you know Michael Dorn of Star Trek fame?
Intimately.
Yes. He played Worf.
He did play War.
He's running a campaign at the moment to bring back Star Trek as a TV series with him being Captain Worf.
Why not? I'd watch that.
Yeah.
But the clever thing is that he's trying to get interest. He's not doing Kickstarter. He wants to be a proper TV show.
Okay. He's not doing an Indiegogo like the con man guys.
He's going to be he wants to be a proper TV show. So he's trying to get, is it CBS or Paramount? I don't know. He's trying to get them to take notice that people want this thing. Mm-hmm. So on his website, you can go there and there's a thing called mini muffins. You're like, what the hell's mini muffins? And I looked at it. You buy a packet of muffins and it gets sent to to like the bigwigs at Paramount and stuff. So they're all sat there in their offices and just like hundreds and hundreds of packages of mini muffins arrive just saying, we want Worf.
Oh my
we
God.
want Worf. That's a clever marketing idea.
That's how
That's
you get
clever.
attention. Yeah, that's amazing.
Muffins. Lots of muffins.
That's how you not only get interest and attention with the bigwigs, also how you give them diabetes.
Yes.
So if they say no, you're like, well, now you're, massively overweight.
You have no
Your
feet.
feet have fallen off, so, I'm going to make my show anay, and you can't stop me.
Yeah, and you can't walk. You can
It's really
chase
harsh.
me.
Yeah, stop me. Besides, he's Worf, really.
Well, he's Worf. He can do whatever he wants.
Exactly.
I mean,
Well, that was really nerdy, even by our standards. That was extreme geekage.
Yeah, but who doesn't love Worf?
Me?
You don't love Worf?
I'm
don't love Worf?
I'm not a Worf fan.
I'm not a huge Star Trek fan.
Find them and kill them.
I don't actively dislike it, but it always just felt a little bit too diplomatic. Even Star Wars was a little bit. I like 40k. I like stuff that just gets blown up all the time.
I suppose so. Yeah,
In
they did get
in the
out
grim,
of a
dark
lot of
reality of
improbable
the-
situations, didn't they?
Yes.
In Star Trek, they were never getting blown up.
In the grim, dark future of the 41st century, there is only war.
Yeah. It's like, Captain Picard's being captured again. I wonder if he'll get out of it this time.
Yeah, he's definitely going to make it.
Yeah.
And 80% of their episodes were all like, let's sit down and have a nice conversation like grown-ups.
If-
And then that'd be that. And I'm like, no, blow stuff up. Phasers and proton torpedoes.
Sci-fi these days needs to be more Battlestar Galactica.
It needs to be more 40k.
Well, there's that too.
Just all violence all the time.
Battlestar Galactica as well. Just saying.
BSG was pretty good.
Yeah, BSG was amazing.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Amazing. Yeah.
Listeners, did you enjoy Battlestar Galactica? If you did, write in and tell us, and we'll go cool.
Answers on a postcard, please.
Please, yeah, or in the comments section.
Borderline Radio News.
Austrian brothel offering free sex in protest of taxes.
Well, there's going to be a queue for that.
Absolutely. A brothel in Austria, a country where prostitution is both legal and regulated, is offering free sex to all its customers, effective immediately. The Pasha Bordello brothel is owned by Herman Mueller, and the man is quoted as saying he will pay the women working for him out of his own pocket to compensate for any lost earnings. Mueller says the promotion is him pushing back against unfair taxation of nearly €4 million over the last decade.
Okay, so this Mueller guy, is he the same guy that does the yogurts with the fruity corners?
Yes, and he's the guy who had the day off.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ferris Mueller.
Yeah, Ferris Mueller, exactly. It was a pseudonym for the movie.
You guys gone on a day trip then, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah, what up?
Woman goes to cops for help removing handcuffs and gets arrested.
All right.
An American woman went to a police station asking for help removing a pair of handcuffs she somehow got stuck on her wrists.
Somehow. Yeah.
Officers were able to remove the cuffs and during the process discovered that the woman was wanted for multiple outstanding parking violations and was promptly arrested. Police Captain Robert Ruckman said he has no idea how the woman got stuck in the cuffs, but was able to confirm that they were not due to an arrest.
No idea.
No idea.
Not very imaginative police in
time.
America. Yeah.
They're not very imaginative, are they?
Do you reckon there's a guy... He ruined it. Do you reckon there's a guy still tied up to her bed?
Probably. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
In probably one of the most amazing stories I've ever heard of,
Uh-huh.
heroic mother makes nature her bitch in order to save newborn daughter. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
You're only going to need the edge of your seat.
Okay.
Amber Pangborn, 35, from California, might just be the most heroic new mother in the world. She was driving to her parents' home last week when she felt like she might be going into labour. She decided to take a back road to her parents in an attempt to save some time. Her car ran out of gas and she had no cell phone reception.
Oh, God.
Stranded in the middle of the woods. While stranded, she gave birth in her car to daughter Marissa, and for 3 days had to survive on water and apples she scavenged. 3 days later, after fighting off swarms of bees and mosquitoes, she decided to start a fire using her hairspray and a lighter. Amber is quoted as saying, "The whole side of the mountain caught on fire. I was just looking at Marissa and said, I think Mummy just started a forest fire." And she did. She had indeed started a forest fire, but it got the attention of the local authorities who confirmed they had found the mother and her newborn baby alive and well inside a car, and emergency medical crews were called to check on them as check them both as firefighter teams tackled the blaze. According to Amber's mother, both her daughter and her new granddaughter are home and doing well.
I think she wins the Borderline Radio Hero of the Year
Hero
award.
of the Year award, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but she did kill all those bees and mosquitoes with the fire, I should imagine.
To be fair, the bees and mosquitoes were swarming her. They had it coming.
Yeah, but there's lots of newborn mothers in the
There's
world.
lots of bees as well.
We're running out of bees.
Yeah, true. Not running out of mosquitoes. But anyway, that's the news.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, done mostly without fault.
Mostly.
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 Borderline Radio. Better than being on fire. Rich's Science Bit.
Rich's science bit in proud association with Mario.
Uh-huh. Yes, well, he was like the original scientist.
He was the original
He
scientist.
He invented mushrooms
And plumbing.
stars and plumbing. Yeah.
And princesses being in another castle.
Yes, that was all invented by Mario.
But that was ages ago.
That was ages
What's
ago.
happening this week in
This
science?
week in
in
science, let's start off with mobile news, shall we?
Go on then.
Computer scientists have developed a new mobile technology that could enable visually impaired people to see through their smartphone or tablet.
Ooh,
Clever,
nice.
There's going to be another Star Trek thing.
Like hooking up your camera to your ocular nerve or something.
Yeah.
So you're
optic
going to have
nerve.
like your Google Glass and you'll be able to see on it.
Google Glass will just be implanted right in your brain.
Might just be a haptic thing, so like it's on your tablet and you point your tablet or something, and then you can feel what it looks like.
Like a braille image or whatever you're pointing at. That's kind of cool.
I'm kind of hoping for like the Star Trek eye thing.
Like Geordie LaForge.
That's the badger.
Yeah, that's what we want. Right then, moving on. Materials news. South Korean researchers have 3D printed structures thinner than a red blood cell, which is
Wow.
very thin, with a printing resolution more than 50 times better than their previous levels.
So now they can make really complex and really small structures.
And really
they're
accurate,
going to find
yeah.
a use for that at some point. Being a layman, I haven't got a clue what, but
Really small things.
really small
They
things.
could,
Really,
they could
absolutely.
print paper. That's thin, isn't it?
But is it thinner than a red blood cell?
If it's really thin. It
depends if it's been on a diet
like
or
tracing paper or something.
Tracing? That's good. All right, go on then. Next one.
Computing news. Facebook's new algorithm can recognise people even when their face is hidden using their unique characteristics such as hairdo, clothing, body shape, and pose to conform identity.
That's horrifying.
Wow, that is
scary.
terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that clever though. I mean, because pretty much look at the way I'm stood and posing right now. I've got like the teapot stance going off. So like anybody that sees me in that, sees someone in that silhouette, is going to know. It's not that clever.
Quite distinctive pose, I think. Yeah.
Oh dear. More computing. D-Wave announces that it has broken the 1,000 qubit barrier with a processor far exceeding the number of qubits ever developed.
That's pretty impressive.
To quote Matt, I know some of those words.
Do we even know what a qubit is? Do any of us know what a qubit is?
I don't think so.
Really
I'm going to pretend like I do though. So go, yeah, I know. I just don't tell you.
Processing or something.
It's a thing that's a thing.
Yeah.
Cool. Go on then. AI again.
Yes. Melomics, an AI system that creates music without any human input, surpasses 1 billion songs created.
Yeah, and it turns out all of them are Justin Bieber's baby. So.
Yeah.
Just pitch shifted.
And finally, onto robotics news. The first fully robotic grocery store is being built in Iowa by using a conveyor belt system with an extractor that retrieves the production from the racks for delivery to the customer.
That's cool. It's going to be really hard to hold that thing up at gunpoint.
Yeah, well, this is the thing I was going to get onto, because last week we said Iowa, or was it Illinois, had given gun licenses to blind
It was
people.
Iowa. It was Iowa.
Iowa. So now, so it's
that's
like,
why.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't
it? Does.
Well, I don't want a robot grocery store. I just want the robot grocery store and then to deliver it to me with a drone.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I don't want
an Amazon drone or one of them ones with a missile on it?
With a missile on it.
Because if they took a warhead off the missile and put your package on the front of it, they could just launch that straight in your front room, through a window, have it land on the couch next to you.
Yeah, but then I got to get a new window.
Well, maybe that'll be the next service, AmazonWindows.com.
Yeah. There we go. Problem solved. Solving the important problems.
Very much so.
Here
What
at
happens when
Radio.
a drone shoots a package missile through your window?
Asking the important questions right here. Science.
I can't even agree to that with a straight face. So that was that. That was This Week in Science.
Yeah.
Lots of sciencey stuff going on.
Yeah.
I'm really genuinely rattled by that Facebook thing, though. That's actually scary as hell. I don't like that at all.
Facebook can work out who you are from your silhouette.
Yeah, and your clothing and your hair. I'm like, your clothing can't be that unique, really.
Let's all go clothes shopping and get some new hairdos.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is a bit you, Facebook.
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get like the Vanilla Ice hairdo from the 90s, so I'd be mistaken for Vanilla Ice.
You should do
or
that
Criss
anyway.
Cross.
You should bring it back. Bring that haircut back into style.
Have you got any parachute pants?
Possibly, yes.
Do you have any parachutes where you could just stitch them together?
That's my second option, yeah.
You do realise if you actually have parachute pants, that has got to be the cover picture.
You wearing the parachute pants.
Facebook will know it was you.
Yeah. Stop.
Somehow they'll know.
Stop. Can't touch this.
Yeah.
There you go. So, I want to do another call to action, if that's right. But before I do, I want to say thank you to a few people. Jeremiah,
Right.
Joey Steer,
Right.
and Ian Massey,
Right.
and also Danny Birtles.
Right.
All four of you are wonderful human beings. There may well be more people like this out there, but you four specifically, we here at Borderline Radio have noticed you sharing our stuff around the interwebs. Yes. And we want to say a massive, heartfelt thank you, seriously, from myself, from Rich, from Matt, and even from Spike when he's here. Thank you, seriously, it does mean the world. I know it's so silly, but just people taking the time to click that like button and 2 more clicks to share it to their Facebook or Twitter profile.
And just write a little thing.
They don't even have to do that. Just hitting those buttons makes the world of difference.
It does.
It genuinely increases the scope of the audience that we get. It means more people can listen to what we're doing. We can get it out there to more people. And it just means that, we're not sat here kind of head in our hands going, oh, only 7 people listened to it last week.
Yeah.
Because that's always really depressing. We don't want that to happen. Not that we've ever had only 7 listeners. We're way better than that. But you see what I'm getting at. But no, seriously, so thank you very much to Jeremiah, Joey, Danny, and Ian. And to anyone else who really feels like helping us out, doing us a solid, hit that like button, hit those share buttons, get us smeared all over the internet like smeary thing.
If you're listening on iTunes, do us a review because that really helps as well.
Yes, absolutely.
There's some star buttons down there. Click the 5 because obviously it's 5.
Blatantly a 5-star.
Obviously. And then write a little review because that really helps us push up in iTunes.
It really
well.
does.
That
It really does. But like anyone who takes the time to like and share or even listen to anything, the show, Just the Words, the YouTube version, all of it, thank you. You honestly, so many people say this and it always sounds a little bit disingenuous, so I'm not going to harp on about it too much, but we are massively grateful for anyone that takes the time to click those extra buttons. It is amazing. Thank you.
It really is. And if you want to write a little something, go ahead as well. Like
exactly.
Our friend Jeremiah, who posted on Twitter, listen to these wankers.
Yeah. And he should listen. You should listen to these wankers. Also, Joey Steer actually posted in the comments, last week we were talking about whether we should have a fight.
Yeah.
He thinks that I would win.
Well, it's biased.
So, obviously.
Yeah.
Well,
Biased towards correctness, maybe.
I'm with you, Draz, on this one. I'm with you.
I'll
I'm
take
with
you
you.
all
Mutiny!
on. I don't
Mutiny!
care. I'll still take you all on.
He's just going to kick us out. You're like, right, get out. Make your own damn shit.
Shut up.
Oh,
Matt's fact of the week.
Nicely done. Go on then, fact me.
The most stolen food item in the world is
Cheeseburgers.
Cheese. No,
Oh, just cheese.
Just
Oh,
cheese.
right.
Just cheese. With 4% of all cheese being stolen.
Wait, 4% of all the cheese that's sold worldwide is stolen cheese.
Yes.
there's a big
There's a
black
big
cheese
market for
somewhere, yeah.
black market cheese.
That's a lot of cheese for your money. Well, not for your money. For
someone else's money.
For someone else's money. Who steals all this cheese?
Yeah, right. Where do you go to buy stolen cheese?
I mean,
Cheese fence.
Stolencheese.com.
I mean,
or
if you're hungry and you want to steal some
Dark
food,
nets.
I mean, you can steal something better than cheese.
big block of
It's
cheese.
just like, I'm just going to take all this fucking cheese. It's mine
Amazing.
now. Mine.
It's good.
You want another one?
Yeah, go on then.
Matt's fact of the week.
That was so weird. Who steals cheese?
In 2006, the BBC accidentally filmed a live TV interview with a job applicant due to a confusion.
I saw this. You showed me the clip.
Yeah.
This
There was a-
terrified dude is coming for like a cleaning job. He's applying for a cleaning job thinking it's an interview for the job. And they've stuck him on the live TV doing an interview about downloadable music on the internet.
Well, one can only think the guy who's actually supposed to do the interview ended up in an interview
For a cleaning job.
job.
And he got it.
All credit to the guy.
The guy who ended up on TV, you can see the look of terror on his face when he's like, oh my god, this is not who I am. But he goes with it.
But he takes it and runs with it. He really does.
It's great. Like,
absolutely.
there's one bit when she's saying, "Oh, are you surprised at how many people are like moving onto the internet to get their music now?" And he's like, "I'm surprised that you're asking me about it." Like, the guy's signed up for a cleaning job. It's great. It's
But
brilliant.
if he full on takes it, it's brilliant.
Really
Absolutely
good.
brilliant.
Really loved it.
I want to see the cleaning interview with the guy.
I want to see the cleaning interview. I think that the guy who ended up on TV should have got a job in broadcasting. They were like, "Do you know what? You've got a massive pair of balls on you for sticking with that one, mate. You get a job."
What a set of kahunas.
What a chap.
Yeah.
What a chap.
Set of kahunas.
Huge brass testicles is what that is.
Moron of the week.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is that wonderful time of the week again. It is time for Moron of the Week, provided as every week by Reddit/r/TIFU. Today I fucked up.
All right.
Yeah, how's it going? I actually can't work out who this one's sent by because I copied it earlier and I've lost the name. So, anonymous Reddit user 1.
They normally are anonymous
They
by
are
this
normally
point.
anonymous.
After they've been out for an hour or two, they end up being anonymous.
Cool. Okay, you ready for this one?
I am on the edge of my seat.
Today I fucked up by mistakenly going for a high five.
Oh dear.
Okay. So a month or so ago, two of my friends and I were sitting with each other at lunch. I was speaking to one of them, let's call her H, while the other one, who we'll call B, was busy eating and watching something on her phone. Now, while I was talking with H, I could see B in the corner of my peripheral vision. So out of the corner of my eye, I saw her raise her hand up to what I thought was either going to be A, a high five, or B, she was going to punch me in the arm, something which we often did to each other. So, without even pausing in my conversation with H, I went for the high five option and shot my hand out and connected with what I had hoped was her hand. It wasn't. I ended up smashing the palm of my hand into the side of her drink she had raised to her mouth to drink. She slowly looked at me with disbelief before getting up to go to the bathroom. I wish I could say I got up and helped her clean up, but I couldn't move due to the fact I was laughing too hard. Too long didn't read. Mistook my friend's drink in her hand for a high five and bitch slapped it into her face.
He said, "This is what you get for losing chivalry out of our society."
Chivalry has nothing to do with being respectful towards women. It's about honour in combat.
No,
Yes, exactly.
Like, he could have displayed
might
chivalry.
have helped,
But that's not
towel
chivalry.
her down afterwards.
That's not- if he had been chivalrous, they would have had a fair armed bit of combat, and maybe he's like, I was chivalrous towards the woman. Now she's dead. Like, chivalry is a combat thing. It's got nothing to do with manners.
Next
Say
time,
so.
next time someone says to you, chivalry is dead, say, bitch, I will challenge you to a duel so hard.
Exactly. Slap him in the face with a glove and be like, I challenge thee. Chivalry. Done.
Yeah.
Is that the more of the week?
That was more than a week. It was really good. I like that.
Moron of the week.
Right, quick little thing. This is not a moronic thing. In fact, this is the very opposite of moronic thing. Hot on the tails of the Republic of Ireland just legalising gay marriage, same-sex marriage across the board. The Supreme Court of the United States, or SCOTUS, as we call it, has also done the same thing in the United States of America. Across the board, all states are now federally required to legalise same-sex marriage. Because before, I think 30 of the 50 states had same-sex marriage legalized.
Yeah, and the others.
And the others were like, no, we're not doing that. And now the Supreme Court of the United States of America, basically, there isn't anyone to go over their heads now, have gone, no, legalize it, just have done with it.
Well,
About bloody time. It's a huge win for the LGBTQA community.
It's 2015. It shouldn't even be
Exactly.
a
It shouldn't
thing
even be a
anymore.
conversation anymore. But kudos, seriously, United States of America, nicely done. About damn time.
So is that why everybody's Facebook profile?
Everybody went rainbow coloured. Yeah, it was in support of the United States of America as a whole, going, yep, gay same-sex marriage is totally fine.
See, the thing is now it shouldn't even be same-sex marriage. It's just
marriage.
marriage.
It's just marriage. That's exactly it. It's just marriage now.
Yeah.
So apparently there's still a long way to go, still a lot of work to be done, but this is a massive, massive win for anyone who doesn't enjoy sexual relations with the opposite gender.
So
Good on you, because it's about bloody... It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't
doesn't.
matter who you rub your junk against. As long as they're old enough and consenting, it's all good.
yeah,
And not dead. That's gross.
If you don't like it,
Yeah, if you don't like gay marriage, don't marry a gay person.
Exactly.
It is that simple.
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. But no, anyway, I just
Love
want to say
will
huge,
win.
Exactly. To quote the great Rab Florence, love
Yes.
will win.
And it has here.
It has, absolutely. And over there.
It's a hell of a good, isn't it?
Oh, it's hell of a good. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us for another week. We've done it. Finished, done, dusted, in the can, out the park, etc. From myself, Draz, from Matt, from Rich, and from Spike, wherever he may be. He was actually going to be here this week, but he had an interview, so...
All right.
But from all of us here this week, thank you very much for listening to Borderline Radio, or Borderline Radio Just the Words. Please remember to hit the like and share buttons, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your pets, and we will see you wonderful people next week. Ladies and gentlemen, peace.
See you later, shitlords.
Au revoir, audiophiles.
Borderline Radio, just the words.